See, you love me forever.
Y un poquito de pique.
See that you'll be mine.
If I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create tacos de chorizo y papa, or in English, potato sausage tacos. And this is very simple ingredients. Get a couple of sausages. I got this from a butcher, Latino butcher, and they did it Mexican style, you know, nice. Have a potato, maybe 1 or 2 tomatoes. This one are going to be Roma, onion, some shells, the ones that don't buy the hard crab that you see in the store. Go and buy some of these tortillas and do your thing. A lime, you're going to need that. Some cilantro. And if you want to make your salsa, I have a recipe. You can do that. I'm going to skip the salsa part because I'm going to use my own pique, and I created this a while back. And this pique is very popular. I have a lot of views in my channel. I will have a link in the description. And if you want some avocado, make sure it's the nice looking one. So I peeled the potato, and because you know you want to be able to balance it, here's a trick. Just cut it. Oopsie, how slippery it is. Just cut a little bit of the bottom, and I also cut a little bit of the top. And what it does is create stability. And I like you cut it like this, and then you come, if you were cutting French fries, this baby is slippery, and you start cutting it like that. See how small they are? And then what you do is you cut it in relatively small squares.
'Cause on this day on treasure.
Make sure you cut the tomatoes into little squares. This is not science. I use the bread knife, which is the appropriate bread to cut tomatoes.
Could it be like this for the rest of our life?
Very simple. Have the water boiling. Add the potatoes because you want them soft, you want them cooked before you go to the next process. And you will know when they're cooked because you're going to use something like this with a fork, and you're going to pinch them, and when they're soft, they're ready. Put some salt, because this is the only place you're going to put salt, and let them cook. So you're going to put heat your pan, put a little bit of oil. I'm going extra virgin, but you can use any type. You don't want the thing swimming, just put a little bit. And then what you do is you start with the onions. You start first at high, and then you're going to reduce the heat to a notch or so above medium. I'm not using salt or anything because these sausages, or the chorizo, whatever you want to call it, already have the appropriate ingredients. When you hear the onions sizzling, add your potatoes. Keeping in mind they already cooked. They already had the salt that you put in the water when you were boiling them. Mix things up a little bit. Wow, this smells delicious. And what I did with the sausage is I cut it in the middle because I want to take this off. And I want to add them here on the side. See how beautiful, how easy. And there's a reason why I'm doing that. Very simple. I want to break them down. Smelling this has made me hungry. And I don't like to cook when I'm hungry. I would eat a little snack. But this smells just too good. These sausages are perfect. That butcher here in Virginia, in the Fredericksburg area, he did a great job. Start breaking things up here. Reduce the heat to medium because you don't want the potatoes burnt. And continue breaking things down and mixing things around. Once things are broken down, start mixing around potatoes, onions, and the sausage. This stuff smells so good. And you have to make sure the sausage is cooked. Woo! In my case, about 7 or so minutes later, maybe 8. They're ready. Time to get them out. For the next step, you can use a clean pot. I'm not. I'm just going to put some oil. I'm going to go with vegetable. You can actually, corn is even better in this case because these are corn tortillas. Make sure this is heated up. Some people like to put this in a hot you know, those things that you put and heat stuff like you do with the tortillas. I like to do them a little bit different because I want to soften them. And you put this here only for a few seconds. And this one I'm going to have in the outside the taste of the sausage, chorizo, whatever you want to call it. And this should not take a long time. Flip and see how soft they're turning. It's about maybe 10 seconds each side. You see start popping. Pull them out and put them in a plate with a napkin. So I have my shells. See how soft they are. Nice. My cilantro cut. My avocado, I cut into pieces. My tomato, I actually used 2 of these Roma ones, nicely cut. Couple limes, and my meat. Isn't that great? And let's not forget my pique.
'Cause I choose you in better or worse. I'll choose you even when it hurts. 'Cause I'll choose you every chance that I take. You'll never be second place. Every moment, every day. I'll choose you. Put your hands in mine, don't look back. Caution to the wind, let's start this dance. You're a little crazy, and I'm a little messed up, but I ain't got no maybes. You're my only one, I need you like a drug, my medication love.